If you've been looking for the best CRM for your service business, you've probably already gone down the rabbit hole in Seed and Jobber, Housecall Pro, maybe even a couple others. And at first, they all look pretty similar. They all say they help you send quotes, they schedule jobs, manage customers, and get paid. And technically, that's true. And yes, QuoteIQ does all of that too. You can organize every customer in one place, send professional estimates, attach contracts for digital signatures, schedule jobs on a calendar, collect payments, and keep everything tied together in one system. That's the baseline. That's what any CRM should do. But here's where things start to really get different. And this is why more and more contractors are moving away from Jobber, are moving away from Housecall Pro, and switching over to QuoteIQ. Most CRMs are designed to help you manage work after you've already won the job. They're built for organization. They are not built for growth. And that's fine. But that's also the problem, because in this industry, the biggest challenge isn't managing jobs. It's getting them in the first place. The reality is simple. The first company to respond is usually the one that gets the job. Speed equals revenue. And if you're slow to respond, you're losing the job every single day. And probably you don't even know it. That's exactly where QuoteIQ changes the game. With InstaQuote, your customer can get on your website, enter their information, and get an instant accurate quote without you having to lift a finger. This isn't just some gimmicky request a quote form that sits in your inbox. This is real pricing logic built into your business. It gives your customer exactly what they want immediately. And then, right after that, InstaSchedule allows them to book themselves directly onto your calendar based on your availability and route density. So now you're not giving them just a price, you're letting them take action immediately. Think about that. While your competition is still driving around, still on a job, still missing calls, your customer has already gotten a quote and booked the job with you. That's how you win. And this is something that Jobber and Housecall Pro simply can't offer in a true built-in way. They still rely on manual follow-up. You still have to answer the phone. You still have to chase a lead. And that delay is where deals are lost. Or you have to rely on the third-party integration that costs at least $800 for the first month and then at least $200 on top of your regular subscription. Now, let's talk about Map Measure Pro, because this is another area where most contractors are leaving money on the table. With QuoteIQ, you can measure an entire property directly from your phone. A roof, a driveway, a house, lawns, full properties. It doesn't matter. You can quote a job from anywhere instantly. So if you're on one job, a lead comes in, you don't have to wait. You don't have to say, hey, I'm going to get back to you later. You can respond right then and there. And again, speed wins. Most guys lose jobs not because they're more expensive, but because they're slower. QuoteIQ removes that problem completely. Then there's the review multiplier, which honestly is one of the most underrated growth tools built into the platform. Every time you send an invoice, your customer is automatically guided to leave a Google review. No extra steps, no follow-up taps, no awkward asking. It's built directly into the payment flow, and businesses using this see their reviews stack up consistently, which leads to more trust, more visibility, and more inbound leads. Because at the end of the day, reviews are one of the biggest factors in whether a customer chooses you or your competition. And unlike Housecall Pro and Jobber, this is built into QuoteIQ. You don't have to pay a third party to have this service. Now, here's another major difference that a lot of people don't realize until they're already locked into something like Jobber or Housecall Pro. Those platforms rely heavily on integrations and add-ons like we've already mentioned. So what happens is you sign up thinking you're getting everything you need, but then you realize you have to connect other tools to actually make it work the way you want. More subscriptions, more monthly costs, more logins that you have to remember, more things your technicians aren't going to do, more support that you're going to have to talk to, more things that aren't going to sync up properly. QuoteIQ was built differently. Everything is already inside the platform. Quotes, scheduling, payments, client hub communication, route optimization, review automation, property measurements. It's all built in. You don't have to duct tape together 5 different tools just to run your business. And this leads into another huge advantage: pricing. QuoteIQ is typically more affordable than Jobber and Housecall Pro, especially when you factor in all the add-ons those platforms require. What looks cheaper at first ends up costing a lot more over time. And on top of that, QuoteIQ offers unlimited users at its top tier. That is a big deal because as your business grows, you don't want your software costs growing with every employee you add. With other platforms, that's exactly what happens. With QuoteIQ, you can scale your team without worrying about your CRM becoming another major expense. QuoteIQ does not penalize you for growing your business. And now we get into what really matters: automation. Most service business owners are stuck. They are stuck in the truck all day, answering calls, sending quotes at night, trying to keep up with everything themselves. It's exhausting and it limits how much you can actually get done, how much you can actually grow. QuoteIQ changes that by automating the parts of your business that don't need you: leads coming in, quotes going out, scheduling, follow-ups, review requests. The system handles it. So instead of working more hours, you're getting more leverage out of the same amount of time. And that's the difference between running a job and running a business. And the reason this platform works so well is because it wasn't built by people guessing what contractors need. It was built by guys who actually ran service businesses, people who understand what it's like to be on a job, what it's like to miss a call, what it's like to lose money because of it. Every feature inside QuoteIQ solves a real problem that contractors deal with every single day. So yes, QuoteIQ can do everything the Jobber and Housecall Pro do, but that's not the reason people are switching. They're switching because QuoteIQ helps them move faster, close more jobs, automate their workflow, reduce their costs, and actually scale their businesses without adding more stress or complexity. So if you're serious about growing your business and not just managing it, then you already know what matters: speed, efficiency, automation, profit. And that's exactly what QuoteIQ is built for. It's not just another CRM, it's the one contractors are switching to every single day.